Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show us some tapes that I have actually acquired here recently, and as well do a little unpackaging at the end. I just literally received that in the mail, and I was actually waiting on that before I did this second video of the day. But yeah, as I said, all tapes this time, though I know there's at least one CD in that package, but mostly it's tapes. I'm going to start out with the tapes that I picked up from the record store. Like I mentioned in my last video, I hadn't been to this place in a while, and I decided to go in there and take a look around. You know, I did see some vinyl that I wanted, but I really didn't feel like picking any up right then. And I also noticed that he started carrying tapes, which I thought was cool. Not only some new tapes, but also used ones. And this first tape is going to be, kind of funny to some people, I guess. But, this is a band that's kind of infamous in a way. And, I don't know. I saw it in there for $2, and I've got friends that are big fans of this band. I thought, you know what? For $2, I'll give it a shot. What the fuck? And that's Striper with To Hell with the Devil. Like I said, for $2, I just couldn't resist picking up just to see what all the fuss is about. I've listened to it once. It's okay, but, it is what it is. And then you go from that into this next little stack of tapes that I got from the same place. Totally different spectrum here. This is a Diafago, however you want to pronounce it. Rape Slay of the Virgin Mary. Love how I transitioned from Christian to this. But yeah, this is a, if I remember right, this is a reissue of their first EP or demo. Put out by Black Goat Terrace 666 Records. Limited to 200 copies. Mine is number 183. And comes on a nice little tape here. And this one, as well as these other two, were supposedly, I guess, supposed to be like two-sided. The program is supposed to repeat on both sides or whatever, but all of these are actually only on one side. So pretty much when you get done listening to it, you got to rewind it so you can listen to it again. But other than that, really sick stuff. Then you have Satanic Goat Ritual and An Ending in Blood. Had not heard this band, but the name I had heard before. Same with this last tape that I'm going to show from there. And I thought, you know what, for as cheap as it is, I might as well pick it up. Got a black tape, handwritten on both sides. This one actually does have the material, I think, on both sides, if I remember correctly. Limited to 666 copies. Mine is number 194. I don't know if you can make that out. And lastly, you have Baphomet's Horns with Cult to Bestial Annihilation. Really dig that artwork. And I'm actually going to show the inlay for this one, because it's something cool I noticed when I got it. Nice tape there. And that is, by the way, this is limited to 333 copies. Mine is number 266. But what I found interesting when I opened it, I don't know if you'll be able to make it out very clearly, but it is actually signed by the vocalist, Angel Blood. So that was really fucking cool. I mean, not only to have a limited tape, but to have it signed by the vocalist, I thought that was really badass. Next up, Drawn and Quartered with To Kill Is Human. The first time that this debut from the death metal legends has been put out on tape, and it sounds fucking fantastic. Comes with a nice red tape there. Yeah. As I said, Legends of Death Metal, in my opinion, a very killer album, and it sounds great on cassette, I will say. Next up, and I don't think I have shown this, but if I have, you're going to see it again. This is Moanin of Zezbeth with Dawn of Morbid Sorcery. This is a reissue put out on Darkness Attack Records of the debut, I believe it's the demo of this band. Really awesome stuff. There's the tape. I mean, these guys are just absolutely amazing black metal. If you've not heard them, I definitely recommend you go check them out. And these last three here all came from Von Frost Records. And they're all bootlegs, but you know what? They're good quality stuff, I think. This is Death with the Mutilation demo. And they do a really good job, I think, of kind of recreating the feel of the old tapes. And you can see just a plain white tape, and the quality on this one sounds really good, in my opinion. This one, I don't know, it just has a weird sound to it. I don't know if it was just the source material or what, but I mean, it's still enjoyable to listen to. And I know that recently they just put out the next box set, or actually they have the box set out that has this in it, and I already have that, but I wanted to pick this one up because I love the artwork. Cannibal Corpse, Hammer Smashed Face EP, just a absolute classic. And like I said, when I saw this with this artwork, I just had to pick it up. Plain red shell. And lastly, this is actually the first tape I've ever owned for this band, even though it is a bootleg. This is Razor with Escape the Fire. Absolutely sick stuff. I absolutely love Razor. And again, just a plain white shell. All right, on to the unpackaging portion of this. Now, I just got this package, as I said today. This is from Brian Rush, who is the bassist for Enigmatum, a band that I definitely recommend that you check out. Eli, the guitarist from Enigmatum, had made me aware that Brian has a couple other projects that he does and suggested that I check them out. So I did, and I was absolutely blown away with what I was hearing, so I just had to pick these up. So, oh wow, got a few things in here. Got a little note here. So, all right. Got a little cracked case, but that's okay. I got plenty of other ones. All right, looks like one that I didn't expect. This is Mountain Grave, the Ancient Disease. No idea what this is. Put out on Horror, Pain, Gore, Death Productions. So obviously it's probably going to be some death metal of some sort. Definitely looking forward to checking that out. The only other CD that I actually was expecting is Dishonor, Ramblings of the Insane. As you can see, signed by Brian. Because I didn't realize when I ordered this, because I ordered it from the Pale Magus Productions website, and I did not realize until after I had sent the payment that it was him. So I hurried up and messaged him. I was like, hey, would you mind signing this for me? And he was gracious enough to do that. It's like a Pro CDR, and he even signed the inside as well. Yeah, so the name of the game here is One Man Technical Brutal Death Metal. Definitely recommend that you check this out. I've only listened to a few tracks off of it, and I already can tell it's really solid. And yeah, real happy to own this. Next up, we have Diabolic Oath with the self-titled demo. Well, cannot get that artwork, which is really really dark on there. And as you see, Brian signed this one as well. Ooh. Nice silver tape, and then he even signed the other side of the tape. That's fucking badass. And then he actually contacted me and said that he was actually putting up this particular tape whenever I happened to make the order, and asked me if I was interested in it, and I was like, hell yeah, how much is it? And he was like, hey, don't worry about it, I'll send it in for free. And that is the Diabolic Oath Rehearsal from 2019, signed by him as well. Name of the game, I forgot to say, in this case is Doom Death, and oh my god, this is just some heavy ass shit. The bass alone is just heavy as balls. Really cool little dub tape right there. So yeah, very pleased to own this. Cannot wait to check these out. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you to Brian if you happen to see this, and Eli from Enigmatum. Thank you so much for recommending this stuff to me. You guys fucking rock. So that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.